It's our time. Kia ora, talofa. What's up? Welcome to thebrology Reacts, where we react to faith conversations that are happening in the Oceania context. So today I'm going to react to the Izzy and Maria show. So shout out to the, for really leading faith conversations, in the Pacifica community. And today they have a discussion with NRL player Eddy Pettybourne, and he kind of explains his, his faith experience and, what he goes through, with his family and, with his wife. And yeah, let's react. Let's watch the clip. Feel free to like, feel free to share with someone that you know, and yeah, let me know what your thoughts are. I'll be quite interested. All right, let's go.
In your family, was it a constant thing to go to church every week with your parents and that?
Yeah. So mum and dad, we grew up in a Catholic household.
Yeah.
Dad was pretty diligent of us going to church every Sunday. So yeah, going to a Catholic church, went to a Catholic school. You kind of everything's been instilled in us for that religious aspect. But yeah, through that time, we obviously going to school. Obviously learning the religion and how it all works. And during that period of time, I was kind of probably just going to church just to tick the box.
It's an unfortunate thing to hear, but look, I can resonate with Eddy's story. I'm sure a lot of people who've gone to Catholic school can resonate with that story as well. And I think the children that are at school today can resonate, with Eddy's story. It's not, there's no relationship of God that's present. It's just about ticking the box. It's just about being there. All right, let's continue on. Got some more thoughts on that later.
That's just my honest opinion. Like, everyone's different.
Yeah.
But for me, I saw it as that. Every Sunday, like, you'll be at a nightclub on a Saturday night. You turn up on a Sunday, be like, yeah.
Oh.
Did that a lot of times.
Look at church,
Glasses on at the back.
And those were the times I can remember going to church.
Yeah.
My parents, they loved on us. Like, we always prayed together, But the one thing was when I met my wife, Faye.
Yeah.
So she's Christian.
Oh, right.
So it was crazy when I met her. She asked me, she goes, "Oh, are you Christian?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm Christian." Like, She goes, "Oh, yeah, but which church do you go to?" And I was like, "I'll go to this Catholic church." She goes, then she was like, "Oh, that's different." And I was like, "What do you mean?" So we had this kind of constant battle between me being a Catholic and her being Christian. And one question that hit me the most was when she goes, "Do you feel his presence when you pray?" And then I honestly stood there and I was just like, "What?" Like, trying to be those ones.
That's
What are you talking about?
Those angry ones. Like, what did you say? She goes, "Do you feel God's presence when you pray?" And at the time, like, I was like, to be honest, like, I made up a lie. I was like, "Yeah, no, I do." But really, I didn't.
You didn't.
I didn't feel his presence. Because I knew, for me, going to church was just, tick the box. You go to school, it's the, you do all the...
Just like a routine almost.
Yeah, pretty much a routine. And that was instilled in me, and it was normal for me. So I walk into school, we're already saying the prayer. We're singing.
Yeah, I think this is a big issue that's happening, and Eddy's opened it up in terms of our faith and whether you're being Catholic or being Christian. We learn the rituals, we learn to go to mass, we learn how to receive the sacraments, we learn how to pray and sing the hymns and whatnot. But we don't have a relationship with Jesus, which is quite pivotal. That needs to happen first, before we can truly understand the meaning, of the liturgies and the masses and the rituals and the sacraments that we undertake. And, it's a big issue that we're facing in the church right now. That's why a lot of people are leaving, because there's no relationship. They don't have any connection with Christ.
We're doing all this and that. Till she asked me that question, she's like, have you ever felt his presence? And I was sitting there going, "No, I don't." Like, I was just like, "No, I don't. What is that? Like, what is that feeling?" So, yeah, we'll fast forward anyway. We came to the Gold Coast when I signed in with the Titans. The first year I had a really good year, so I was partying and every weekend.
Yeah.
And obviously, mum and dad's always going, "Hey, make sure, son, you go to church on Sunday."
Yeah.
But yeah. But then you don't even go to church,
Yeah.
And I think there was one night that hit me when Faye was like, "Oh, we need to go to church. We need to find a church." And I was like, "Well, what church are we going to?"
Yeah.
And that's when Faith said, well, let's go to this Christian church. But for me, I was like, well, why don't we just go to a
Catholic church or
Catholic
something.
church? Because I'm so used to that, you know. She says, just come to this church. We'll just give it a crack and see how we go. And we went to a Christian church up in Gold Coast called Glow Church.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember standing there, and obviously the pastor was preaching. Bro, I was bawling my eyes, man. I was crying, bro. And I was like, what's that feeling? man?
Yeah.
And I was trying to hide it because, like,
You don't want people to see you
Yeah, to
crying,
see.
you know?
but at the time, it was quiet. But then when they started singing, I was like, what, this is awkward as. You know, because I'm so used to being, like, stand still,
Yeah.
hymns, just cruise.
Bro, we
I
were
had the same. We were just talking about that. I had the same feeling. Like when you took me to a church, we just started dating, and
Similar to Glow.
You know, they worship and they like jump
Yeah.
and they put their hands up and singing, close their eyes, and some people were like collapsing on the floor and
Yeah.
stuff. Like you.
So what can we learn from Eddy's testimony and his experience? Look, the importance of parish renewal, the importance of, you know, helping people who want to know more about Jesus. And, you know, we need initiatives like Alpha and, you know, the Search and, you know, and a community of, you know, parishioners who are willing to walk alongside, you know, people who want to know about Jesus. Because if you're a person that's going to your local parish, right, you know, what would happen is, you know, they'll say, oh, we've only got Legion of Mary or Rosary Group. And then you send that person's Legion of Mary Rosary Group. It's too difficult for that person. And they decide, yep, going to church is too hard. I quit. I get out of here. Now, we need to have a model in church, you know, whether you're Catholic, whether you're Christian, where you need to belong first. And then, you know, you'll believe and then you'll behave later. Where, you know, currently in most churches, it's in order to believe, you have to behave that way first and then you belong later. But because the belong part is at the end, you know, because there's no relationship, people are walking out of the church. So it's something that we have to do better in. Thank you, Eddy, you know, for that reminder, and also to Izzy and Maria for, you know, bringing this topic up. So please support them, support our brothers and sisters who are talking about faith as well. And yeah, look, if you have any other reactions you want me to react to, I'm more than happy to do it. God bless you all. Cheers!